try not to get too straight when you draw it. And then anytime you have a little bend, that's where the birch tree would come out into another bend. And the thing that people often forget, unfortunately, is how important it is to wet it first. So wet it first, and then really wet it. You might have to wet it more than once, because just doing the stroke from top to bottom, it's almost dry. So wet it again, make sure it's really wet. Then using a not too big a brush, start with your cobalt blue. And the whole idea is that you're going to touch this cobalt on the edge. And see, can you see that moving? Mm-hmm. Hello. So one of the things we want to do, I'll get in a little closer here. We want to see that color move to the other side. So touch it in here and there, not continuously. And watch it move to the other side. Thicker, thinner, darker, lighter. And this is the best part. After you've done it one time, now the color has moved. Go back and touch it again so it's extra dark on the edge. Extra dark on the edge. Because what we're doing is we're creating the look of the round tree. And it's only cobalt. Now we're going to take a second color, quinacridone burnt orange. And when this goes, we're going to put it over the blue. Not blue on one side, orange on the other. This is the confusion. When you put these two colors together, they become a gray. So now when I touch this color over the blue, look at the beautiful, look at, it's absolutely beautiful. And some parts of the birch tree are very orange. So again, try as much variety as you can. Don't just run it straight down. You wouldn't think of doing that, would you, boys and girls? Never. No. So same here. Just come in with that color, touch it along on top of the blue. Lots of variety. Skip around. And in this case, I'm just going to let gravity do its thing. I'm going to let the gravity pull it. It's building up on one side. I'm going to flip it over and let the gravity run on that side. Now when I want a really strong dark, what color am I going to do?
Branch, ultramarine.
Branch, oh yeah.
Okay, so it's a combination, quinacridone burnt orange, French ultramarine. And with lots of ultramarine, it will go all the way to a black. So now we're thinking about some of those scars that are in there. So get really rich paint, come in there, and put some of those scars in. And think about the roundness. When you go around a tree, it's round. So sometimes the scars are on one side, sometimes the scars are on the other side. And the crazy thing is, when we're left to our own devices, we'll do it like exactly the same intervals. So try real hard to leave a space here and there, a little thinner. Then, here's the best part. Later, if you want to, you can pull back that color with your palette knife. So you can literally scrape this into the birch. It really does look like the birch tree. And see, lots of times you'll see that sticking, the bark is actually sticking right out. So I'll go from one side to the other, and then back to the other side. Actually, I want to get back more of the white, so I'm going to lift out a little bit here. And there's those funny little lines. If you want, you can add a few of those. It's kind of nice to be sitting next to a birch tree when you're doing this. Okay, so I'm going to push it this way, pull it back to some of the whites. Then I'm going to start here and pull it this way back to some of the white. Leave a little scar. Tell you, birch trees are way too much fun.